What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to give you guys some Atlanta Falcons news. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content or NFL content. If you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So today, Atlanta Falcons news, Raheem Morris did state in his press conference earlier today that Bralen Trice, edge rusher for our Atlanta Falcons, will go on IR. Now, he's not injured necessarily for the season. He will be designated where he could possibly return later this season, but they did say that he retweaked that knee injury from last year that kept him out for the season. So we definitely wish Bralen Trice a speedy recovery. We know that knee injuries and things of that nature are no joke. So I really feel like the Falcons are taking every precaution, being that he tore his ACL last year, and they don't want to risk him possibly tearing it again. So I really feel like that's the reason why he's basically going to go through some rehab and things of that nature to try to get that knee back to where it needs to be. So, of course, we wish him a speedy recovery. Good news is the Atlanta Falcons didn't wait around for Bralen Trice to get healthy. They did their due diligence in the draft, drafting Jalen Walker, the edge rusher out of Georgia, also taking James Pierce Jr. and double dipping at that edge position. And we know we still have guys like Arnold Ebiketie on this roster. We went out and got a Leonard Floyd. So we have depth at that position. So definitely wish Bralen Trice a speedy recovery. I think for Bralen Trice, this year, to me, anything that he did coming off of the injury was just going to be like a cherry on top. I wasn't expecting much out of Bralen Trice, being that he was returning from that severe knee injury. And we know usually when a player tears that ACL, it takes like a full year to heal, but there's still the recovery part of it, even after it heals, with guys being able to get back on the field and kind of trust in that knee that they still can push off of it and things of that nature, and that they can bend like they used to coming off the edge. So also today in Atlanta Falcons news, Raheem Morris did state that Billy Bowman Jr., a rookie out of Oklahoma that we drafted, will be the starting nickel for this Atlanta Falcons team. And also Xavier Watts, the safety that we drafted out of Notre Dame, he will be the starting safety opposite of Jesse Bates. So I thought that was very intriguing, that they talked about in the draft, both Terry Fontenot and Raheem Morris, that they wanted to go out and draft impact players. And it looks like they're sticking to their word. They went out and got guys that they thought could have an immediate impact. We've seen how these guys balled out in training camp and played really well during the preseason. And now these guys are being rewarded with the starting roles. So it's going to be very interesting to see this young defense fly around this season. I do believe that Xavier Watts and Billy Bowman, both of those guys are very instinctual type players. They're ball hawks, guys that were really good at getting interceptions in college. They were leaders on the defenses that they played for at their universities, and they were big time playmakers. So it's going to be very interesting to see them in week 1 versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, going up against a really elite wide receiving core. When you talk about guys like Mike Evans, when you talk about the Chris Godwins of the world, they got a Emeka Egbuka out of Ohio State. So we're going to need these guys to stand up and rise to the occasion and kind of play like veteran guys. Of course, we know that they're rookies and they may have some, hiccups and things of that nature. But I want to see these guys go out there and put it all out there on the field. And I want to see how these guys bounce back from making mistakes, because we know in the NFL, opposing teams and players are going to make plays, but it's about who can make the most plays when it's all said and done. So I really feel like both Xavier Watts and Billy Bowman, those guys are dogs. I really feel like they're going to be ready to play come game 1. But I'm glad that the Falcons were not afraid. Both Raheem Morris and his coaching staff were not afraid to throw these guys out there and let them do their thing. Usually, coaches like to go with the veteran guys that know their scheme, and they really usually don't trust young players to go out there and play early. But I'm glad that the Falcons, and Raheem Morris are allowing these guys to go out there and compete. And he's seen that, to me, these guys outplayed the guys that were in front of them in training camp. And Raheem Morris is going with his gut to go ahead and put these guys out there and give them an opportunity to be starters. So with that being said, if you're new to the channel, you guys let me know. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But let me know what you guys think about, both of the rookies getting the start with Billy Bowman Jr. and with Xavier Watts. I think that that's going to be very intriguing to see these guys go out there and make plays and see these guys play as young players and see this young Atlanta Falcons core, because we have a lot of young players on the defensive side of the ball and a lot of new starters. So with that being said, I have a lot more content coming for you guys. But as always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed, peace.